And also, this one I find really useful. German idioms. And it has over 2,000 idiomatic words and expressions. So this I look at a lot. I find it really funny. I love idioms. So I think it's pretty cool. Let's see if I can find one. That's pretty good. Let's see. Kennen. Usually kennen is like to know. Like I know a person. And but it says einen weichen Keks haben. To be soft in the head. Or no, that's a different one. Oops. That's funny though. Die Keks, that's cookie. So you could say auf den Keks gehen, to get on someone's nerves. Or you could say einen weichen Keks haben, to be soft in the head. That's funny. Or you could say, like, for kennen, that's to know or be familiar with. You say sich nicht mehr kennen, to be beside oneself. So it teaches you all different German idioms. And you know, idioms are things like the words don't exactly, like, they don't literally mean that when they're together. They have a whole different meaning. It's like saying pulling your leg in English. That doesn't mean someone's actually pulling on your leg. That means somebody's kidding with you. So that's an idiom. And that's what this whole book is on, is idioms. And I find this pretty useful because I think idioms are really, really fun to use. And you can surprise people if you know idioms in their language. This one is also really good. It's made by the same company. And this is all German verbs. And it's got over 300 of the most frequently used German verbs. And this thing was like $9, I think. And I mean, it gives you like a verb and puts it in all the tenses. Let's see if I can find one I'm familiar with. Sagen, there we go. That's to say, to speak, to tell. And you could say, ich sage, du sagst, sagt, wir sagen, ihr sagt, sie sagen. Ich sagte, du sagtest, sagte, wir sagten, ihr sagtet, sie sagten. Ich habe gesagt, du hast gesagt, hat gesagt, wir haben gesagt, ihr habt gesagt, sie haben gesagt. Ich hatte gesagt, du hattest gesagt, hatte gesagt, wir hatten gesagt, ihr hattet gesagt, sie hatten gesagt. Ich werde sagen, du wirst sagen, wird sagen, wir werden sagen, ihr werdet sagen, sie werden sagen. Ich werde gesagt haben, du wirst gesagt haben, wird gesagt haben, wir werden gesagt haben, ihr werdet gesagt haben, sie werden gesagt haben. So it has that single one verb in like every context you can imagine. And that does that with every verb, and there's lots of verbs in this book. I mean, this I definitely recommend getting because it's really good. Just really good. And you can find, you know, like verbs that you really want to know, and just practice. Keep writing it down, and you'll learn all different verbs. This, I think, is probably the most useful thing if you're trying to learn German. And it's Rick Steves' German Phrasebook and Dictionary. This is really cool. This is realistic. This is if you actually want to like communicate. I mean, it has really good phrases in it, and it has different like categories like German basics, counting, traveling, sleeping, eating. Activities, help, services, health, chatting. So I mean, this is a really useful phrase book. Like, it gives you like words for all tableware and condiments, like Teller, Serviette, Messer, Gabel, Löffel, Tasse, Glas, Wasser, Brot, Butter, Salz, Pfeffer, Zucker, Süßstoff, So I mean, it has different stuff, and that would be like in the eating category. And like, wo ist, or wo sind, where can I, wo kann ich. I mean, it has a lot of really useful phrases in it. It says, does somebody nearby speak English? Spricht jemand in der Nähe English? What does this mean? Was bedeutet das? Repeat, noch einmal. Please speak slowly. Bitte sprechen Sie langsam. So I mean, it has lots of different stuff in here, and it shows you how to pronounce it as if it was like written in English. So that's kind of useful too, since it doesn't come with any audio, but it's still like a really good book. And I'd really, really recommend getting this if you're learning German, because this, I mean, if you memorize all these phrases, you'll know a lot of really useful information if you actually plan on going to Germany. Those are all the books I have on German right now. I also listen to a lot of German music, a lot of German bands, and I will follow along with the lyrics and learn all the lyrics using like online dictionaries and whatnot. And if you're starting to learn German, like just from scratch, from nothing, I would recommend getting yourself like a Teach Yourself German book. Teach Yourself, that's a good series. That's what I would get. And get like the complete course with the 2 discs and stuff, because I mean, having the discs, the audio is I think more like important than anything else. I wish that all these books would come with audio. Oh wait, there's a couple more books I do have. But yeah, audio is important. Get a Teach Yourself book. That's important.